Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about one of the things that has helped me on carnivore is sparkling water and being able to have that carbonation in the water. I have a hard time drinking regular water, so just carbonating it helps. Instead of paying extra and lugging water back to my house, I have invested in the SodaStream. But the SodaStream isn't always the cheapest choice. So I had one that I've had for 2 years that isn't quite working as well, so I just purchased a new one. This is the SodaStream Terra. It came with flavoring. I had to purchase it. It came with 2 thin bottles, which I love the thin bottles. And then it also comes with these CO2 tanks. The one that I got was the Terra. So the Terra is a push button electric one. There's 2 of them. One is the e-terra, which it mainly just lights up when it's putting carbonation in. There's a light in the back of it. No big deal for me. And this one, I got the package. It comes, this looks smaller than my other one. It comes with 2 of the CO2 cartridges, which I am really only going to be using these CO2 cartridges if I'm out on vacation and traveling. Otherwise, I won't be using them. So, we're going to show you how I'm going to be using these. So open it up. I'll show you the directions, huh? Alright, so the back comes off. Typically, the CO2 cartridges would go right into the back. However, the part that is the big savings is the CO2, which I purchased an adapter. I had this on my last SodaStream as well, where I had an adapter to hook up to a larger CO2 cartridge tank. So instead of using these, you might get, I guess one of these lasts less than a week in my house. I went on Amazon and I bought my own CO2 tank that I go and refill. Now there's 3 of us in this house that absolutely love carbonated water, and they'll use the flavorings. So those little tanks don't last long. But if you purchase a larger tank, now this is a 10-pound tank. I had a 5-pound tank that lasts me about 6 weeks, but the 10-pound tank, there was only $4 difference between a 5-pound tank and a 10-pound tank as far as refilling. So why not get the bigger tank and fill up less, right? So everywhere across the country is going to be different prices on what the cost of CO2 is. However, if you refill one of these, it's anywhere from $20 to $25, okay? And like I said, this lasts less than a week. This will last me several weeks, and this larger tank cost me $24 to refill. $20 some every week, $20 some every several weeks. This is where you're saving the money. The machine itself isn't huge at the saving money. It's the CO2 that does the huge savings. So let me go through, and I haven't read any of these directions, so that's what I should do first. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see what I'm supposed to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, goes. And I bought this regulator on Amazon. It comes with a valve, pressure valve. My last one did not have that, and I think there were a few times I had too much pressure on the line for the machine. All right, so a wrench here, make sure that's tight. I should make sure I know how to do this. I've never had a quick connect before. All right. Raise the pink handle. Bottom first. Lower the handle for quick connect. Okay, so I just put this in here. Okay, and lower the handle for quick connect. Perfect. Okay, excellent. Then I can replace the back cover, which the back cover, since I have this cord, I will be just drilling a slot for it to come out. I'm just not going to do that in this video for time constraint reasons. All right. And, all right, so I should be able to open this, there, make sure it's not too much pressure, good. And here's the release valve. So I am going to go get water. I have filled up. We'll see what this does. So put this in, then I'm going to that, and depending on how much fizziness you want will determine how many times you press it. I want quite a bit, so I usually press it anywhere from 5 to 7 times. And then there I have my fizzy water that is carbonated. At this point, this is the point where if the girls want a flavoring, they'll put the flavoring in. If this package came with bubbly flavorings. That came with 2 different flavors that can be used. I myself don't like them. For some reason, I like the bubbly canned drinks, but when I put it in the SodaStream, I don't like the SodaStream ones. I didn't check to see if there was a difference, but I feel like there's a difference. So that is as simple as it is to hook up a carbonation system to carbonate your own water. So one of the biggest advantages I have found, besides just cost savings, is having these liters that I can fill up at home and just keep in the fridge as needed versus going to the store, picking up all this carbonated water, putting it in my vehicle, driving home, unloading it. I usually put it in the basement because it didn't all fit in the fridge, and put it in the fridge, make it daily trips up, restocking, and then having all these bottles that we're using and going through. This has saved a lot of time and just a lot of muscle going from just to the store and back. having the convenience of just filling up what I need, being able to make it as I need it, and just a lot less garbage. So it really saves, these bottles have really saved a ton. So that is what this system is all about, and tell you how to carbonate your water, or if you're using any type of flavorings, after it's carbonated, you would be able to add in your flavorings and then just do a little shake, and just a little shake to mix it up. And then that's all it is. It really isn't a long, hard, complicated process. To make the process easier for you, I will link below this gadget, this hose, the connector hose. I will link the Terra. I will put a link to both the 5-pound and the 10-pound CO2 tanks that I have, just so you can look it over, and you can price in your own area how much it is to fill up one of these tanks. Now, some people are able to go to liquor stores. In my area, I'm not able to go to a liquor store. I go to a fire equipment store. That sounds weird, but that is where all the restaurants, I even asked the restaurant, where do you get your CO2 filled? And who comes and fills your CO2 tanks? So I know where to go for my CO2 tank. That's how I found out where I needed to go. I only have one place in our whole county that I can get this tank filled. So go and look at that, check the prices before making any purchases. I will say your biggest investment is going to be the SodaStream and the CO2 tanks. They're not cheap, so it costs, there's an upfront cost, but in the long run, it will save you lots of time. It saved lots of storage, and this is my second one. It took me a long time to cost analyze if a SodaStream was worth it, and it wasn't until I could find the connection and get one of the connections to hook up to a regular CO2 tank. The CO2 tank is what made the difference versus using one of these. So that's my story. That is what I use. I find it very beneficial. Even my daughters, I asked them, so our SodaStream wasn't working the best. I could notice it wasn't, it had times it was leaking. I was constantly turning the tank off because I could hear it, CO2 still coming out, because I didn't have the pressure. I didn't have a pressure gauge, which this one, for that reason, I have a pressure gauge. And I think there was too much pressure on the SodaStream, and the SodaStream was leaking. So we needed a new SodaStream, which the old SodaStream that I was using wasn't using these CO2 tanks. So therefore I needed a new cord, and it ended up being a slightly larger investment, but it's worth it for as much as we use it. I didn't think I was going to use it this much, and I have. So if you are a person that, even if you're on a diet soda kick, that has helped me get off. Going to the SodaStream has helped me because I can lower the amount of flavoring I was putting in each of these liters. And by lowering that, I was able to wean myself off. And I was able to have one slightly bit of, I guess it'd be syrup added to the liter, and then drink one regular one, and then be like every other one I would have a watered down soda, and then in between each watered down soda I told myself I needed to drink a plain water with carbonated. And that is how I weaned myself off of the diet soda kick. So if you're looking for ways to get yourself weaned off the diet soda, SodaStream is another way. Then you're not hauling around those bottles and cans and having to deal with all that waste as well. All right, I hope you found this video helpful. As I said, I'll have the links to the information down below. If you have any questions about this, or what I've used in the past, or what other things that I use and helps, ask your questions down below. I love reading your comments and your questions, and depending on what questions I get, I may be coming up with another video just to help you guys out. So help me help you by commenting below. And remember, subscribe so you know when the next videos are coming out. All right, thank you.